It's Alabama's Morning News. I'm JT. Boy, I tell you, this pandemic sure has changed our lives a lot. Now, I don't know if this pandemic has anything to do with this next discussion, but it certainly has not helped it. I mean, the connection between social media use and binge eating in preteens, did not know this was a thing. Talking to us now about this, Keri Ford, healthy living specialist. Keri, welcome in. Thanks for being here.
Hi, thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe this is, goes beyond preteens with this connection between social media and binge eating. So what's going on here with our kids that are all over their phones and their, iPads and every device they can to, be fused to their hands where they can't just get away, and binge eating? Well, how does this work, the correlation?
Yeah, you are not wrong that it does go beyond the preteens. Adults have been struggling with, especially with COVID, because the more tuned into technology, the more tuned out we've become to our body. And it's because we are unconsciously, outside, looking outside of our, into our screens, and we are just not in touch with, are we hungry? Are we full? And so we are doing a lot of mindless activities such as overeating, anxious eating, crunchy foods, carb-heavy foods, sugar-laden foods, things like that.
Yikes. I mean, so this social media stuff and the screens that we're glued to all the time, detrimental to so much of our life. I was watching some lady yesterday walking her dog in our neighborhood, and the dog probably weighed 3 pounds. It was one of those little ones, and it's on a leash, right? And she is just glued to her cell phone, and the dog's not cooperating. So she just, never takes her eyes off of the phone, but just turns and starts walking the other way, and is basically dragging this dog through the grass. I'm like, put your phone down, for gosh sakes. I mean, remember the days, Keri, when we didn't have so much social media or even have it at all, when we actually engaged in life instead of a screen? I mean, those were the days.
Absolutely. Yeah, and practicing presence is something that, believe it or not, sounds like common sense, but oftentimes I'm asking adults that are my clients to check in with themselves every couple hours, set a timer if you've been used to neglecting yourself, and then therefore they can teach their children how to do the same.
It's like a crack pipe. For gosh sakes, put the thing down. I mean, all right, well, let me talk about it. What are steps people can take, serious business here, because I'm guilty of it sometimes too. We all are, I'm sure you've got a smartphone and you pick it up occasionally and look through social media. But, you're right. When we finally wake up and go, my gosh, did I just eat 3 cheeseburgers? There's a sign something's wrong. So what can we do to be proactive in our own lives?
Well, and, with COVID as well, everything has been geared more towards, again, this online space. My company is built entirely in the online space. So, yes, I am on social media, but here's the key. We consume things in our diet and we consume things with our eyes, with our mind. So I'm careful that I'm creating content versus consuming content. So as a parent, take charge of your child's iPad, iPhone, look at who they're following, and unfollow and unsubscribe to people and influencers that could be, again, influencing their lifestyle and choices, even subliminally. Could be from food choices, things like that. The other is setting a timer to have awareness check-ins, every 2 hours or so. And you ask yourself a couple questions. Am I hungry? Am I thirsty? Do I need to use the bathroom? And
right.
What do I need to do in this moment? And it sounds like common sense, but you'd be surprised how many people just go through the motions of just kind of ignoring themselves.
Yeah, and how many parents are actually giving their kids smartphones and tablets to play with as babysitters, so they in turn can get on social media themselves and ignore their kids while they're sitting there watching a television show or all over their screens. So yeah, we got to take these devices away from the young ones, no doubt about it. Now, boy, do I sound like a grumpy old man. All right, well, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Keri Ford, healthy living specialist. Very good info.